Hello, good morning, and welcome to our Buddy Build, Scratch and Kit Bash. Buddy Build, yeah.
Sniff, scratch and sniff.
Yeah, that as well. I'm joined today by Steff, who you all know as the Budget Modeler,
Morning.
and Modders, aka Dark Side Scale Modelling.
Morning.
Yes. How are you both doing today?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah. Having one of those days. So I'm either going to be hyper stupid because I'm very tired, or I'm going to be narky. Preferably the former, but then I'm not sure which is worse. Me hyper and me narky.
I don't think I've ever seen a hyper Steff.
Ooh. All right, so you're saying you've seen the narky stuff? So what are you trying to tell
No,
me?
not at all.
No, please, come on, Tiff. Don't pull your punches, girl. Go for it.
No, of course not. I haven't seen a hyper Steff. Be fun to see.
It's just random weird crap shit comes out of my mouth. Even more random weird crap shit than normal.
How are you, Mikey?
All right, just have to sneeze.
You're all right because you seem to be snuffling a bit.
Yeah, it's just allergies. For some reason, some mornings I just wake up full of allergies.
Right. So you're allergic to us then?
Probably. Some people I'm not allergic to, though, are, of course, the chat. So I'll crack on with that. Duke says, first comment, I'm back, baby. Hello, Duke. He says, first comment on here, too. And trifecta, I'm on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Duke says, oh, second comment, welcome back, Duke. Scott says, hello, 1, hello, 2, and hello, 3.
Yay.
Julie says, evening, Scott. Hello, Scott, and hello, Julian. Scott says, good evening, Julian, and everyone.
Hello.
Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Good day, Duke.
Still needs to go to Specsavers.
Athol says, morning, people. Good morning, Athol.
Morning, Ethel.
Morning, Ethel.
Julian, hi, Athol. How is it north of the border? Cold but bright here in Wales. Yes, Mikey, I think someone forgot to light the furnaces of hell today. Yeah. Athol says, morning all. More snow and ice to cope with. It's just been hammering down here.
It's sunny here now.
Yep.
Athol says, slippery underfoot, Julian, and more snow showers expected over ice. Must be Scotland's share of winter. Yeah. Dieter says, strike 1, as this is the 10th comment. Greetings all. Greetings, Dieter.
Dieter.
Morning.
Athol says, morning, Dieter. Mr. Marley's in. He says, good day. Good day, John.
Morning, John.
Will it be evening for him, won't it? So good evening.
Scott says, did someone say hobnobs?
No.
Not yet.
Scale modeling twins, aka John again, says good day. Good day, John. Athol says, Scott, yes, you did. Evening, son. Darren says, hello, everyone.
Darren.
Hello.
Athol says, hi, Darren. Hi, Darren. Sonic's actually awake in the AM. Hello, Sonic. He says, hey, guys.
Right, Sonic.
Darren says, hi, Athol. Athol says, hi, Sonic. Kieran says, morning all. Good morning, Kieran.
Morning, Kieran.
Julian, hi, John. Athol, morning, Steff and Tiff, and of course, Mikey. Hello, Athol.
You're right.
Hello.
Julian, hi, Darren. Still no relation we know of. Hall. That looks really weird, that mask blocking what you're doing, Steph.
Sorry. Making the bot, trying to warm me paint up.
Mark Richard says, morning all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mark.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mark.
Jim says, hello to all the usual suspects in chat. Hello, Jim. Jay says, hi, Sonic. And he says, Jim says, good morning, Modman.
Morning, Jim.
Jim says, hi, Kieran. And hi, Mark. Jim says, good morning, Mikey and Steff. Hello.
Hello, Jim. Good morning.
Jim says, hi, Jim. Sonic says, Steff sounds a bit like me, to be honest. I get a bit zany when I'm overtired.
Oh, hell yes.
Mark says, Julian, good morning, sir. Athol, morning, Jim. Matthew, morning, all. Good morning, Matthew. Welcome back. Jim says, good morning, Athol. Wow, that rain's just really started coming down. Jim says, hello, Julian. Jim says, good day, Duke. Jim says, hi, Steff, Tiff, and Mikey. How is this second best half of Wales today? Ha 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 ha. Pempy them.
You want Julian?
Kieran says, morning, Julian. Julian says, that's your mind, Mikey, not what Steff's doing. Darren says, hello, Julian, non-relation hall. Ooh. And he says, hi, Jim. Sonic says, less happy new year, more good riddance to the old bloody one. Ever the optimist, aren't you, Sonic? Darren says, hi, Sonic. And Darren says, hi, Matthew. 7 minutes in and we've already caught up with the chat.
Yeah.
We're on a roll. Excuse me 1 second.
Right, just so you know, I won't be here on Tuesday. I have got my next endoscopy.
No problems.
Oh,
So
fuck.
I will set the show up and then you two can do what you want. I may pop in, but I'm not sure. It all depends how stoned off my boobies I am.
See, that would also be fun to see.
Oh,
For some reason, I get the impression it wouldn't be. Scott says, hi, Jim. Sonic says, hello to all the usual suspects. And Jim says, question, can Wales be divided into thirds? And Mikey, can we put on the third best part of Wales? Oh, no, it's divided into thirds. And it goes South Wales and then Mid and North Wales. It goes below the M4, above the M4. Us and them. Sonic says, that's what you get for telling the doctors to stick it, Steph.
yep.
Dieter says, getting my lunch while you start. Ooh, what are you having, Dieter? Julian, I think the new year is like getting a new boss at work. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yep.
Sonic says, where to stick it. There we go. Jim says, hi-oh. Hi-oh, Jim. Tammy says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tammy.
Morning, Tammy.
Duke, did you see my granddaughter's unicorn stable on Discord today? I did. She did a lovely job. It's very pink.
Yeah. At least there was different shades of pink.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of different shades of pink. Athol says, morning, Tammy and family. And Scott says, and John in New South Wales. That's very true. I wonder if it's as bad as old South Wales. There again, everything's trying to kill you there as well. So, yeah, I imagine so. Darren says, morning, Tammy. I just insulted an entire continent by comparing it to South Wales.
If you're going to do it, you do it properly.
Yeah. Just compare it to the capital of Wales. Or capital, where the capital city is. Well, that's debatable. Darren says, hi, Duke. Tammy says, hi, Darren. Hi, Athol. Whoop. Jim says, sorry, Mikey. The sinister part of my personality influenced me to take that crass remark. Darren says, hello, Scott. Scott says, no, it's new. New and improved. Didn't take much, did it? Sonic says, purpley pink, get your mind out the gutter, Julian. Oh, dear. Oh, keeps jumping. Julie says, technically Wales is in third, South, West, and North Wales. 4 if you include Mid Wales, but that's more nebulous. Yeah. You're not getting it, are you, Julie? Anything north of the M4 hates anything below the M4. We tie you all with the same brush down there. We all think you're equally responsible for the Welsh government. Tammy says, hi, Ark. Duke says, good day, Darren. There we go. And we've got 21 people watching. Woohoo!
Cool. Hello, everybody. Awesome. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Julie says, oi, Sonic, I only just got up to the gutter. So, how are you getting on with your build? Let's go for little old man in the corner. I'm a lot younger, and that's not a man.
Hello, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're well. Right, give me a sec. I will flick cameras. And there you go. Right, so last time we got to this stage where it's like that. I did a bit of research on steampunk colours and had a look at colours for these. So I'm probably going to do the outside a very dark green because it looks a really nice colour, and I think it'll go with the other colours that are going on there. So the outside will be dark green.
Yep.
The inside, I've got to lay down a coat of this, and then I'm going to use my favourite wood colour, which is Vallejo 70.828, which is wood grain transparent, and use a stiff brush to simulate the wood grain.
Yep.
And that's what I'm going to do this morning. And I might even do a bit of soldering because I've been going through my bits box and I found these.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is make these the veins for the wind turbine.
Yep.
But instead of having them sort of, normal, you've got the spinner and they're all coming out at 3 angles.
Yeah.
Like that. This is going to be sort of vertical and slightly twisted.
Yeah. So
I'll have 3. We'll have a pointy bit at the top and a flat bit at the bottom, but they're going to be 1, 2. So they're going to be 3 long.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get my soldering iron out and solder them together. So it gives them a more good fit. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
Burn yourself.
Oh, I'm always burning myself. That's a given.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will be doing that.
Excellent. And what about you, modders? I thought that was the cap then. It's not, it's your sleeve.
Yeah. Got my long sleeves on today because it's cold. Not much has been done on the car. And last week I was getting on with the supports for the seats.
Yeah.
So, and a little bit more to add to them, but they're almost done.
Looking good.
That's about it, really. I need to I've got my Mod Podge. I found it, so I can start getting on with me cushions, my seats.
Yes.
What about you,
Excellent.
Mikey?
Me, little
Yeah.
me, has been doing some spraying.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, nice colour.
It is Vallejo Gunmetal Blue.
Oh, that's a cracking colour. I like that.
Looks even better when the light's not shining directly on it. Like,
Yeah.
it looks really nice with the white walls, the white tires. But it's a bit bright on air because you obviously the light on thing. There you go. See it better on there. There you go. So I painted it all last night. Painted a little roof for it to go on there. Little half roof, like the chat requested. So that'll look pretty cool when it's done. So today I'm going to be picking out the detail.
I'm liking that, Mikey. That's looking really good, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've lost all my paintbrushes. No, I haven't done that.
It looks a lot better than when it was just wood and plastic. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I had to coat all the wood with wood glue to seal it and smooth it out as much as possible. And it's still rough, but I like the fact that it's rough because it looks like it's been like made in a shed by some eccentric inventor.
Well, it
Just
has.
sort of got a hammer and just panel beating the metal into shape. Which is what I was going for anyway. So, Tammy says, "Hi, Scott." Julian, now the Welsh government is a deeper issue, Mikey, and it's politics, so we'll give that a swerve. Yeah, bud. Absolutely. Jim says, hello from Tiffany's channel. And he says, good day, everyone. Steff's making me laugh today. Only today.
Yeah, thanks.
Jim says, hi, Tammy. Jim, poof. Now I'm on Steff's channel. Like magic. And he says, now I'm back on the North Wales YouTube channel. Jim's going to miss half the stream because he's just flicking between the three streams constantly. Duke says, can you do a bit of soldering on the big screen, Steff? I would like to do some soldering too. Oh, why am I soldering? Yeah. Soldering's good fun. I enjoy it. Sonic says, vertical and slightly twisted. Air matron. Junior says, by the way, just to remind folk, I usually address people by their account name for privacy unless their real name is in their account name anyway. Yes, no problem, bud. Jim, awesome. Good to see some paint on your vehicle, Mikey. It is. Feeling like I'm actually getting somewhere now. Sonic says, digging the wheels, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. John says, nice colour, Mikey. Or he goes, he's put it all as one word, so it's nice colour, Mikey. And he's done it with capital letters as well. So.
And yeah, I was going to say, Andy's been shouting it.
I like it. Julie says, PSBB is looking pretty not itty, Mikey. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yes. Jim says, Scale Modelling Twins. Hey there, John Marley. Dieter, my lunch is a panini, chicken, lettuce, and sweet barbecue sauce. A little indulging soup too, normally, but no idea which one that is yet. Nice. I like soup. Julian, I gave myself a headache swapping between channels, so I just stick to one now. What you can do is just open them on different screens and then just mute two of them and just leave them running in the background.
Yep.
Dieter says, as we were discussing new areas of Wales, what is the deal with New Caledonia when they don't wear kilts? The shame. TBG's in. He says, hi, everyone. Hello, TBG. He was on Airfix and Chill last night with Rich
Really?
with IPMS. Yeah.
Cool.
They're discussing Telford and that, and plans for the IPMS plans for Telford for this year.
Ooh.
Interesting. Athol says, "Oh, Posty just brought me my missing package from last year, so now I can camouflage up my orc flyers. Nice." Jim says, "Good morning, TBG." Ian says, "Oh yeah, the other live channels." Darren says, "Hi, James." And Athol says, "Morning, James and Tammy." And Judo. I take it that's the pup. Paul Price says, "Evening all." Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Evening, Paul.
Jim says, "I did mute to Mikey, and the other were on tabs I swapped to." There we go. TBG says, "Well, I was, sort of." Yeah. You were there, listening and talking. Darren says, "Hi, Paul." And Athol says, "Good evening, Paul." There we go. So, let's pick out some detail. As you can see, I am very happy to be doing this. What are you making there, Modders?
I'm just sticking the other bits to this.
Why has my camera gone further away?
I need my little pieces.
Paul says, "Hi, Darren and Athol and panel." Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
And he says, "Evening, Jim Julian. A lot cooler, Jim, and wet." Ooh, misses. TBG says, "Mum had fall earlier that evening. I was terrified of moving around, and yes, the car went MIA. Oh, God. Bless her. I hope she's all right, buddy."
Bless.
That rain is really coming down today.
What is it?
Ooh.
I need to keep my desk again.
June says, "Question: to pick out detail, do you prefer to dry brush or carefully paint each detail, or is it a case by case basis?" Good question. It depends what effect you're going for, really. What about you, Steph?
Very much the same. All depends what sort of effect I'm going to go for. So sometimes it's dry brushing. Sometimes, okay, for example, I've taped them up. These that I'm using as scopes and stuff. I will pick out the scopes and the little buttons in there, but then the rest I'll just very lightly dry brush.
Yeah.
So it's just learning what goes with what.
Yeah.
And doing what
I'm
you
not great
want.
at airbrushing, so I tend to do that less.
Yeah.
I'm pretty crap at it, to be honest. But I avoid it where possible. Dominic says, "Good afternoon." Hello, Dom.
Hi,
Dom.
Paul says, I hate when carers do that, James.
Yeah. Not all of us like that.
Sonic says, thumbs up on our lovely Tiff's channel.
Thank you.
So glad I said that right. Darren says, hi, Dom. Paul says, evening, Dom. Athol says, it's a whiteout up here. Visibility down to 50 feet. Wow. Ian says, that's all 3 live channels with a like in the comments. I was going to say, I don't usually get a delay between channels until now. Damn YouTube. Yeah. Athol says, hi, Dom. Dieter, picking on me? Did Mikey really say that? No, I don't think I did. Picking out details, I said. Dom says, hi, Darren. Dom says, hi, Paul. Julian, hope she's okay, TBG. I've had carers go AWOL, in fact, twice, same carer. Even the company office didn't know where the hell he was. Dieter says, hello, Dom, Athol, Julian, Darren, Jim, Paul, everyone. Hello, Dieter. Steff, I just muted a sec whilst you're airbrushing. Because it was loud. Dom says, hi, Athol. Julian says, hi, Dom. Dom says, hi, Julian. Dom says, hi, Dieter. TVG says, hi, Paul. I ripped the care manager a new one over her disappearance. He investigated and she had an emergency apparently and didn't bother to tell the office. Paul says, evening, Hagrid. Oh. TBG says, had he fallen into your crypt, Julian? That would make more sense. I've only got 2 feet, Athol. 50. Are you half a centipede? Very good.
And if so, which half?
Yeah. Dominic says, hi, TBG. And Paul says, well done, James. There you go. Julie says, I think Dieter misheard details as Dieter. There we go. Yep. Darren says, hi, Dieter. Martin says, how do me ducks? Hello, Martin. How are you, buddy?
Morning.
She says, hi, Dom.
Oh, right.
Okay. Steff, can you hear me? We've got 30 people watching.
Unmute him, dude.
What's that, Tiff?
Says unmute him. He's trying to speak.
I have unmuted.
How many?
It's just gone back down to 29, but it was 30.
Nice. Hello, everybody.
I should have said I've unmuted you.
You didn't tell me you'd unmuted me.
But that was actually quite funny watching you try to do hand signals. Really muted. Oh, it's all good fun. I might do that again, just tell you you're muted when you're not. And see what happens.
Shits and giggles.
Julian, Athol says, Julian, everything that was black is now white again. Okay. Jim says, hey, Dom. Jim says, greetings, Martin. Darren says, "Hey up, Martin." TVG says, "Oh yes, and it gets better. The red alert bracelet doesn't work." Oh, that's no good. I've been called to bungalows where they've gone off accidentally, and because the person was deaf, they didn't know. So the people on the speakers have been trying to get their attention all day, but they couldn't get through. So all they could hear is the person pottering around. So they ended up calling an ambulance in case somebody got in there or they'd had a stroke or something. Steve says, "Hi guys and girls, Happy New Year to you all. I'm not good at the minute. I just can't get warm at all, and my legs and hands are quite numb." Ooh, doesn't sound fun. Paul says, "Well, that's not good, James." It certainly isn't. Darren says, "Hi, Steve." Julian, laugh out loud, CBG. No, he's just sodded off. I banned him. Told the office I had enough to worry about without. Is the care going to short being on the list? Yeah. Julian says, "Morning, Martin." Sonic, oh bugger, just ran out of filter tips. Was going to go and get some, and then Tiff reminded me this stream was on today. What a predicament. Put your phone on data. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. You got a Nokia brick, haven't you? Jim says, "Steve, good to see you here, mate." Paul, there's only one bonus with being full-time carer for mum, is I get to build a lot more kit. Yeah, same with me with being a carer for my wife. Oh, wow, we've just got up to 32.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
If you're
Wow.
new or you haven't commented on the stream before, do feel free to say hello to us.
We don't bite unless you ask.
Ooh. Phil said, "Good morning, everyone." Darren said, "Hi all." Hello, Phil, by the way. Steve, "Hi, Jim. Hope you have a great Christmas." Sonic, "Dumb phone, smart owner, Mikey." But if you had a smartphone, you'd be able to just put your headphones into the phone and go to the shop and listen to the stream while going to the shop. It's not like the reasons you've got one of those old phones. It's not like those reasons are bypassed by everything else you own anyway. Duke says, "Steve, you need to come to us. You won't have cold feet again." There we go. Caught up with the chat again for now. Oh. Julie says, "The effing alert bracelets are a menace. The new one randomly creates a false alert. And the time I did need them, I fell out of my wheelchair outside. The damn bracelet's fall detection didn't work." Oh, God. That's not good.
No. My nana has a necklace version.
Yeah.
And she keeps setting it off and asleep.
That's why it's a good idea to keep a mobile to hand, isn't it?
Yeah, she's got one of those things that she can speak to the carers through.
Yeah.
So be fine.
Yeah, like the speaker that goes by the front door and they can hear all through the house.
Yeah, it was because she's got an open plan living room, dining room, kitchen.
Yeah.
It's just sat on the at the sideboard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is because she broke her hip like a year or so ago now. She sleeps downstairs. She's got a single bed downstairs.
Yeah.
So she just
Bless her.
has it near her bed, which is handy because she doesn't leave the bloody thing.
Yeah. Paul Price says, "Evening Duke from a damp Sydney. Jim, Steve, my Christmas was a good one. Thank you. And yours, Steve. Duke, no thanks. Too many things there that want to kill you." Duke says, "Good day, Paul. We had that yesterday." Steve says, it was okay, thanks, Jim. Sonic says, hate touchscreen phones and useless apps that drain your battery. Tempted to try and get a tablet for the car, to be honest.
Yes, but
No,
then
you
you
don't have to have the apps on your phone.
No. But if you're in the car, you'd have to try and find a way of getting internet onto that tablet to use it as
And
like
you have to also learn to not touch the screen, no matter how tempting it is.
Yeah.
Which is it can be quite difficult to do sometimes. Same with the touchscreens in the cars now, because we've got one in ours. It's very tempting sometimes, especially if it's the sat nav and you want to end navigation. It's very tempting to try and do it without whilst you're driving, but you really shouldn't because it's dangerous.
It is. Ours turns the touchscreen off once you hit 5 miles an hour.
See, that would be a good option.
Which is a brilliant idea.
See, what they need is an end navigation button on the steering wheel, because they've got a button for everything else on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was loving it yesterday. Got in the car and it was freezing cold, so I switched the heated steering wheel on. It's like, oh.
They're great now.
Yeah. Duke says, Steve, ha ha ha. Those that don't kill you want to eat you. Steve says, bollocks to smartphones. Okay, I'll be banned for that, but it was worth it. You won't be banned. Why would you be banned? Sonic says, screens are big and on them, though, and I've got a sat-nav already. Yeah. But you don't need to touch them whilst you're driving, no matter how big the screen is, because that's allowed. And even with the sat-nav, you're only touching the screen when you're parked up anyway.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be staring at the sat-nav when you're using it. You should be listening to the instructions and glancing at it quickly. And if you can't see a sat-nav from your driver's position, you've either got it too far away or you need glasses.
He already wears glasses when he drives.
Well, there you go then. He should be all right with it. I wouldn't overcomplicate things, mate. Especially as it means it's one more thing to encourage people to put your windows through. You put a tablet in the car, then you're just asking for someone to put the windows through and nick it.
Well, he lives in a nice neighbourhood.
Yeah, but he comes to your neighbourhood.
That's very true.
Sonic says use a stylus. Not whilst you're driving, you won't.
No. See, I normally
Paul says,
do.
Paul says, my car is too old for a touchscreen. I like it that way. Yeah, I used to like it as well. It just makes it easier because I don't have to have my phone on as sat-nav and things like that. Athol says, watched a video about a driver in Wales that was stopped by motorway cops and asked to do a sight test. He got banned aged 84. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of older people don't realise just how bad their eyesight is. Because we don't have... I was watching a documentary about eyesight for some strange reason. But one of the things they said was we never remember how good our eyesight used to be because our brain adapts to it that quickly.
Mm.
We never remember how clear our vision was. Julie says, my alert service is separate to the carers. Call centre run by the council called Telecare. Alert base unit has 2 SIM cards on different networks, so dodges phone line being stuffed. Yeah. There you go. Marty says, the weather has been grim here since New Year. Desperately want to go for a ride. Motorbikes are good for your mental health, and even a really cold ride wakens the soul. Absolutely. Totally agree. I miss mine a lot. Nigel says, morning, guys. Quick in and out today. Take my mate to hospital for a bone marrow transplant. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's got to be painful. Sorry, I've got to sneeze again. Yeah, right. Darren says, hi, Nigel. Skill Modeling Twin says, hope all goes well, Nigel. Steve, question. I'm not a driver, but are sat navs for people who can't read a map? They're so you don't have to read a map whilst you're driving.
Yeah, because, you know, those maps are bloody huge.
Yeah.
And it'd be a bit dangerous to read one whilst you're driving.
It's basically so that even if you don't have someone sat next to you, you've got someone telling you the directions. Paul Price says, best wishes, Nigel. Jim says, hope all goes well, Nigel. Steve says, all the best, Nigel. Hope it goes well. Ian says, heating steering wheel. I need a carbon fibre gear knob as the alloy one is quite uncomfortable. Look at prices. No big gloves it is. Yeah. Be a little bit slippery though on the alloy ones, I imagine, if you have gloves on. Jim, I can tell that my up close vision has decreased with age. Must use my magnifiers almost every time I'm at the workbench. Yeah. Comes to us all eventually. Sonic says, I use the sat nav to get an idea of unfamiliar back roads at night. Gives me a good heads up on broken corners, especially the ones that can be a bit misleading. Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Ian says,
If I can
go on.
If I can just say good luck, Nigel. So I did say it, but I forgot I was on mute. So apologies, Nigel, if you didn't, if you've gone already, but yeah, good luck today. Hope everything goes all right for you, mate.
Yeah. What were you saying, Modest?
I can't remember.
Okay. Ian says, sat navs are great for when you're alone, Steve. Saves stopping all the time. Yeah. You just put your destination and you just follow it and just keep your eyes on the road. Julie says, with a modern smartphone, you have several devices in one. Internet access, email, music player, audio books, camera, text, etc. Oh, and it sends and receives calls too. Yeah. She says, oh, cool, thanks. Yeah. You can also put them in your pocket as well and just plug your headphones into them if you haven't got your phone. Or if you're like Sonic and have a Nokia brick, you can just put the sat nav in your pocket and listen to it as you're walking around. Sonic says, good for avoiding toll roads. Yeah, that's another good thing about them. Scott says, get GPS, it's easier. Sat navs work off GPS.
Yeah.
Dieter says, not to mention, Julian, you can use it as a ruler and a mirror and your shopping list paper. How the times has changed. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. You can use the phone as a ruler, a mirror, and a shopping list paper. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I think my generation or my sort of age group were the last ones to sort of grow up without phones.
Yeah, I didn't have one until I was like 15.
Well, first time I saw a mobile phone up close was my cousin when she had one. She had one of those BT Cellnet ones, the little black ones. I think my first one was an old Motorola, blue Motorola thing.
I think mine was a Nokia. Just can't remember which one.
They were a lot cheaper back then as well. Paul says, Scott. Nigel says, thanks, guys. He says, no, Mikey, I wear motocross gloves, lots of grip. Ah. Fair enough. Julie says, a female carer said men can't multitask. I argued we can and said we can drive and get lost at the same time. She laughed and conceded the point. Sonic says, always keep an old school road map in the car just in case, though.
Oh, yes.
To be honest, I've never needed one. I don't. To be honest, these days I don't. Unless it's an appointment, I don't really drive further than what I know anyway. Which isn't too bad because I used to be a delivery driver, so I used to deliver over most of the county. In fact, I used to deliver outside the county as well. Joe says, men, not N. Yeah. Jim, budget modeler, getting an endoscopy is something I must do this year. Got to keep on the Barrett's esophagus issues I have.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm overtired this morning. My hiatus only kicked in and I've got acid reflux and it kept me up most of the night. So, hey ho, shit happens.
Marty says, don't use a screen and have mine linked to my helmet headset so the really bossy lady tells me where to go if I'm not sure. I used to do that as well. But I didn't have the bossy lady on. I had the Sergeant Major on there. So it used to make me giggle whilst I was riding a motorbike. Sonic says, when it comes to getting lost, Julian, every good man has a great woman behind him, tongue in cheek.
Telling him where to go.
Ian says, laugh out loud, BT Cellnet. That was my first mobile stone. Kevin Trainers in. He says, morning. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Steve, I got a smartphone for Christmas 2023. It's still sitting in the box. Don't you love it when relatives buy you things you don't want? Darren says, hi, Kevin. Julian, I had my first mobile phone when I was 21, 1991, and yes, it was a brick. Analog, and you paid just to make a call regardless of whether it connected or not. Yeah. Julian, I had my... Oh, I just read that one. Matthew, men are never lost. We are exploring. Exactly. Martin, I can have Aussie on instead of the bossy lady. Yeah, I used to have Aussie sometimes. The other one I used to have was South Park as well, Cartman. That was funny. Sonic says, sat-navs are a bugger when you have detours because of road closures. I've had to use my road map a few times because of the second to find alternatives. Yeah, there you go. Kara says, hi, Darren. Yeah, that's the thing, though, because my car's sat-nav is built in and it connects to whatever, it automatically updates anyway, and it's really quick. I've tried to confuse it just to test it, and it just doesn't work. It just reboots it straight away. Paul says, I like it when GPS tells you to make a left turn and it's a damn bridge. Yeah, you do have to use your road sense as well, don't you? As much as some people like to think that you can just follow the instructions without thinking. Oh, wow, we just hit 34. Nice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Please do make sure to like and subscribe, thingy.
Yeah.
The budget modeler, who is that way there, and dark side scale modeling, which is down there.
Hi.
And not forgetting Mikey as well.
Oh yeah,
Because not everyone's watching your channel, Mikey.
yeah.
Although most of them probably are. What I'll do is I'll put the links in for mine and budget modelers into your channel.
Thank
Go for
you.
Oh.
Oh, I'm up to 86 subs on mine now.
Ooh. Go modders. I know mine have been going up the last few days for some reason. Don't know why. Saying that, I didn't know why anyone wanted to watch it in the first place.
I got as the links for mine and budget modelers channel.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mickey Mods.
No worries.
Oh, wow. Yeah, or level crossing. Yeah. Oh, my nose is running again. I'm beginning to think it might actually be a cold, this stuff. Oh.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I do get allergic rhinitis quite a lot, but I've had an antihistamine, so it should have kicked in by now. Oh, right. Jim says, I want every car to have voice command of a drill sergeant with a German accent. Buckle up, Schweinhund. Phone use is forbidden. Ooh, 35. Wow. Fantastic. Reaching new heights. 36. 35. Sonic puts a laughing face. Kevin, I've never lost, just exploring new places. Exactly. It's just a magical mystery tour. Ooh, 36. We're doing well. Julian, Dad was a telephone engineer and had some hilarious directions. Take the last right. How the hell do you know when it is the last? Very good. Phil, using a helmet with a sat-nav is great fun when not in a hurry. Oh, look, that road looks good. Sat-nav, make a U-turn, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Or when you turn, if you get off the bike, turn around to get something, and then all you can hear, because you've forgotten that the sat-nav's on, is the sat-nav telling you to make a U-turn. Then you turn back round, and it changes again. Tiffany says, oh yeah, she's put the links in. Thank you, Tiff.
No worries.
Marty says, anyone here got any experience of wiring up Tamiya radio-controlled cars? I can't make head nor tail of the instructions. Ooh.
Those things are expensive. I've been looking at them because there's a few I like, but I think most of them are like 1/10 scale.
Yeah.
You were 1/6, and they're like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save up for one because it's one I really, really want.
Ooh.
And what's the one you really, really want?
I want it.
I can't remember what it's called. I just know it's very nice. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it.
It's a Zig car.
It's at Wonderland Models. I'm going to have to search it up now.
Whilst you do that, I shall carry on with the comments.
Yes.
Dieter, rebooting my PC. Update, bloody sod. Sonic says, it's not a tom-tom. It's a pregnant fish. There you go. Julie says, also, if you get the green dragon, you've gone too far. And a landmark before I go too far would be... Steve, sorry to be a nosy old sod, but I'm intrigued. What is Steff building? Ah, good question. Steff? Are you
Have we
there?
got half an hour spare?
Let's make it as succinct as possible. How about that?
It's a hobnob hunter.
There you go. There's your answer. Yeah. Paul says, I always know when I've gone too far in my car as the low fuel light comes on. I know when I've gone too far in the car because the wife slaps me. Sonic says, when it tells you to take the third exit at a roundabout and it's the sodding exit ramp from a motorway. Yeah, well, that's not the exit then, is it? The third exit means the third one that you could come off at. Scale Molly Twin says, I'm an electrician, Martin. TBG says, you have arrived at your destination, a farmyard. I'm not looking for a farm, I'm looking for a ferry port. True that. Yeah. It's quite funny by us because we've got quite a few country lanes and stuff, and they've got signs saying with trucks on it, with a satellite on, with a line through it, and yet they still try and go down there. They just don't learn. I think that was the Posties fan. I don't think I'm waiting for anything. Julie said the best Dad had was getting into a customer's house in South Wales Valleys. Note on the door, gone out, back in 20 minutes. Keys with Mrs. Jones. 20 minutes from when? Who the hell is Mrs. Jones and which one? They're very close-knit communities in the valleys. The sisters are also their aunts. Sonic says, the thing sounds dull as hell. They need to put random stuff in with the directions to make it more cheery. Take the next exit on your, okay, look, a squirrel. Dieter, back new year, new update, new crap. Martin, mine's the Volkswagen Carmen gear in 1/10 scale, and yes, not cheap. The cost doesn't stop at the actual kit. There's virtually the same expense in other electronics. The full feature Tamiya Tiger is $1,000. Wow.
Yeah, I've just found it here. The one I want it's a Porsche kit, so it's like almost like the Agora models type thing.
Yeah.
It's a 1/8 scale Pagani Utopia.
Oh, nice.
880 quid.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted the Tamiya Radio Control Mark 4 tank. No, Mark 4 or Mark 5? Might have been Mark 5. But Kay ordered it me from a certain modelling company, which me and you are both aware of stuff.
Right.
And they finally sent it and it didn't turn up. So when Kay got in touch with them, they said, oh, it appears to have got lost in the post. So we'll just have to refund you.
Wow.
Yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Is their last one and apparently it got lost in the post.
Yeah, of course it did.
Dieter says, same bowel movement consequences. Haha. There we go. Julian, best sat-nav related news item was some idiot drove into the river. The sat-nav said was a road. Nobody mentioned using the idiot's eyes and noticing the sat-nav was wrong. Yeah, that was happening quite a lot when sat-navs first came out. Especially with all the drivers. Darren says, caution, Ford. I'm in a bloody Vauxhall. Very good. Paul. Laugh out loud, Darren. Dominic, I'm going until the next live stream. All right, buddy. See you soon.
Take care, Dominic.
Paul, night, Dom. And Sonic says, Darren, laughy faces. Whoa. My ears just popped.
Hate it when that happens.
Barometric pressure's just changed.
Yeah. Ooh, posters just come through the letterbox. 2 seconds.
What's he got?
I was going to say, you can tell he's expecting something.
Yeah.
It's just some random weirdo putting a charity bag through the letterbox. We should bugger off with them. Right. Paul says, "What did you get?" Absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Sonic says, "Satnav didn't warn me about a fork in the road. Ended up in a puncture because of it." Haha. Very good. Oh, coffee's gone cold. Julian, the voice I had on my sat-nav at one point was Yoda. Where possible, turn around, you must. Mind you, there's only so many times you can hear in 300 yards, turn left, you must, before it gets old. Yeah. I used to really like the Sergeant Major because if you're going on the motorway, it'd go at 300 yards, enter the motorway. And if you see a tank, don't forget to wave and say, "Hello, tank." It's just bizarre.
Yeah, sounds it.
Yeah. It used to make me giggle, though, because it reminded me of my Sergeant Major, because that's the sort of thing he would have come out with.
Fair enough. Willow, what are you doing? What?
And our Sergeant Major did kind of look like the stereotypical character of a Sergeant Major.
Yep.
Big guy with the big mustache and everything.
Yeah.
And a massive voice on him. Drew says, "The voice I had on SatNav." Oh, yeah, just read that one. D says, DJ Sonic. So that is why that fork is now a trident on the map. Darren says, "Laugh out loud, Sonic." Mart says, "Not wrong with charity bags. They make great swing bag bin liners." True. Sonic says, "I'd love my sat-nav to have Frank Spencer's voice."
Oh, God, no. Please, no.
I think Tiff would end up killing you.
I'd end up smashing the sat-nav and then using my phone.
TBG says, "My brother-in-law's sat-nav had its voice changed to Chinese from German. I wonder who did that." I wonder. It says, "Oh, Betty." Yeah. The Cartman one used to be good as well. Because it come out with stuff like, at 300 yards you've reached your destination. "Mom, I want my choosy poofs."
Okay.
I don't know why I just found daft stuff like that funny when I was younger.
Because it's daft and funny.
Yeah. Sonic says, "That's nice."
Yeah, I heard that in Frank Spencer's voice.
Betty.
It's not a program I ever got into, to be honest. I watched it a couple of times, so I was just like,
It's always on in our house.
Yeah, it's something that I've never liked myself.
last night I watched the first ever episode of On the Buses. That was quite good. It's quite good because they spent the whole episode on strike because the company had started a new early shift, but it meant that the early shift couldn't have a dinner break because the canteen didn't open until 5 minutes after they'd left. So they spent the whole episode on strike trying to get this canteen open. And then when they succeeded, they went into work and they all went to go for breakfast. They said, "Oh no, you can't do that." No, why? And he went, the lunch staff are on strike because of extended hours, so they want more pay. So they're all like, "What the hell do we do now?" Deed says scones. Those are nice too. Yes, they are.
Yes.
Deed says, if Ian is going Betty, is it the Black Betty or the Betty Boop? Ah.
Yeah,
Good
she
question.
doing a do.
Yeah. Ian, Martin, same here. They do indeed make great bin bags. Julian, be good if there was a sat-nav voice of Battery Sergeant Major Williams from when it ain't a half hot mum. If you went the wrong way, Windsor Davis would say, "Oh dear, outside, never mind." He would indeed. And if my nose was so bunged up, I'd have done that properly. DJ Sonic says, fastest cake in the world is scone.
Yeah.
Kevin says, sat-nav is great till road construction season and all the detours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic says, Windsor Davis, when you disobey the directions, it calls you a certain P word. Yeah. Julian, there was a road closure once and the sat-nav recalculated directions in seconds and still got me home. Yeah, they're pretty good these days, to be fair. To be fair, they are pretty good. And this doesn't look anywhere the way I wanted it to. Dieter says, I would love a Vader voice on my sat-nav, just that everyone be spooked when it begins with his breathing every time. Yeah, can you imagine if the phone went off? You know, if you got your phone connected to the radio, and all they can hear is heavy breathing down the phone when you answer. That'd be so creepy.
It is creepy.
Sonic does it all the time, does he?
No, I used to have a stalker. I don't know why, but yeah.
Really wish he'd settled down upstairs because all I can hear is the floorboards creaking. Because she won't stop walking around.
Hello, you.
Sonic says, deep breath, Luke, deep breath, a squirrel. Yeah. Julian, the P word being pillock, of course. Sonic. Yeah. Sonic says, plonker. Dieter, does it show my mind is going pretty all over the place? Yeah. He says, I can't tell. It is what it is. You'll be all right. Julia says, Vader with ADD Sonic. Jim, I had a call that had a heavy breather on the line. I yelled to my wife, honey, it's for you. 2 seconds, I'll get back onto the comments. Just paint this. because it'd be nice to actually get something done today. There you go. Right, where was I? There you go. Paul says, I don't have an upstairs, so if I hear the floorboards creaking, I'm out of here. Duke, my ringtone is Darth Vader's Death March. Every time it goes off, I say that the Dark Lord wants me.
So
mine goes, oh no, it's the wife.
Mine, when I phone Lise, hers is the Imperial March.
My ringtone for Kate used to be the chorus from Crazy Train. I had to change it when I went to visit her in hospital in a when she was really unwell with mental health. And someone rang me in the middle of the psychiatric unit. And all I could hear was going off the rails on the Crazy Train at full volume. And everyone turned around and looked at me. I was like, yeah, best change that. He says, laughing my ass off, Jim. Athol says, okay, we're back from Hamish's exercise, and by gum, it's cold out. By gum, old boy. Dieter says, Athol, did your whiskey freeze? Whiskey doesn't freeze. We already discussed this. Not unless it's watered down, which is sacrilegious. Jim says, I had a wrong number once. Hi, Dad. Who is this? Your son? I don't have a son. The call ended. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to tell her to stop walking around like that.
Right. I will crack on with some comments while he's just talking to Kaylee. Atul says, don't know Dieter, never drink the stuff. And have been drink-free for 30 years. Wow.
Nice.
Knocks my 5 into a cocktail. Paul Price says, well, it's 12 past 11 here, so I'm off to bed. So have a great stream. Thank you, Paul. Take care. Night.
Catch you later.
Julian says, the bloody phone has lost my ringtone. It was the Blackadder 2 theme tune. Nice. Dieter says, Mikey, whiskey can freeze. They actually did that, but you need it very, very cold. And Paul says, night all. Right, we're caught up on chat, Mikey.
Cool. So she's listening to the stream upstairs. So she knew
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to say when I came up, when I went upstairs. And the first thing she said was, so? I said, let's do me a headache. Can you please stop walking around? And she went, no. I was like, oh, right, okay. Paul says, night all. Night, Paul. Athol says, night, Paul. Count sheep. Deed says, ringtone 1, Jag theme.
Nice.
Don't think I know that one.
It was the first thing that... do you ever watch NCIS?
Yes.
Jag is a forerunner to NCIS. It was the first thing that Jethro ever appeared in as an NCIS agent. So
cool.
Not a big fan of Mark Harmon.
Sorry?
Not a big fan of Mark Harmon.
No, not after I found out what it was like on set.
Yeah.
Sonic says, reminds me of that joke. Left the pub and got in a taxi and told him to take me somewhere I could have some naughty adult fun for a £5, and he drove me home. Ooh. Jim says, Julian, too bad, Julian. That's a great ringtone to have. Dieter, Imperial March plays when called on WhatsApp Telegram Messenger. There we go. Julian, more recently I had a number for some random woman I don't know. Then the moron asked me if I knew her number. How the F would I know her number? Dieter says, my alarm is No Time for Caution from Interstellar. So I can tell you I do get up when it plays because it wakes up everyone by the time we go halfway. There you go. I have the theme tune for Sharp on mine.
My ringtone is the 8-bit version of one of the Offspring songs. I can't remember which song. And my alarm is just a klaxon. Even though I slipped through that the other day. No idea how.
I remember the old alarm clocks where it was just that really horrible, annoying buzzing sound. Especially if it was in your parents' bedroom and you could hear it going off and they just weren't waking up to it for it. It used to drive me insane as a kid.
Right, back in a mo. Just got to top up my my water.
Okay.
Clean my brush. Well, I've got to go and replace it because it's filthy. And I'm going to make a cup of tea. Anybody else want one?
I'm all right.
Please.
Back in a mo.
Julian, I need to reacquire it, Jim. I don't like standard ringtones. To be honest, I don't even know what my ringtones are because one, nobody ever rings me, and two, I always have my phone on silent. Sonic says the kids aren't all right, Tiff.
Yeah, that's the one.
Question mark. Jim, I suppose if I could customize my ringtone, it would be the various Three Stooges sound effects. Here's a sharp ringtone. Interesting. Not sure I would answer calls again. Yeah. Last thing I don't have is a ringtone. I just have it as my alarm tone. So every morning I wake up to the awesome sound of Sharp theme tune. Which is pretty cool because I know that whenever I hear it now, it makes me feel wide awake. Because I've had it as my ringtone for years. So if I hear it in my sleep, in a dream or whatever, I know that it's time to wake up. June says, I want Sample Baldrick saying, a message for you, me lord, as a text notification. Dieter, what did Steff say? I missed it. I don't know.
He's asking if anyone wants a cuppa because he's going to make one.
There you go. Athol says, standard NATO coffee, please, Steff. Steve says, my alarm clock each morning plays the theme from UFO to wake me up. I set it up 2 years ago and I still love it. Dieter, thanks, Athol. Please, latte macchiato for me with hazelnut cream. That's a bit posh, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah. Julian, I liked mine, Mikey, as I could detect mine among the phones ringing. I used to know someone who, even after years of having the same ringtone on the phone, would hear the music going off whilst they're in the shop and still wonder where the music was coming from, why their favourite song was coming on.
Okay.
Yeah. They just like stand there singing it, and then they're like, "You gonna answer your phone then?" You're like, "Oh yeah, it's my ringtone." Like, for goodness sake. I wondered where that music was coming from. God almighty. Uh, 2 seconds.
I mean, to be fair, I tend to have my phone on silent.
Yeah.
And then my Fitbit tells me if I've got a call coming through. That's currently on charge.
Ian says, I'm up to episode 10 of Sharp. Episode 7 was awful and ruined it for me for a few days until I watched episode 8. I can't remember what episode 7 is. Soon find out, though.
Yeah.
Episode 7
Watch
battle.
this.
Sharp's
Stop.
battle. Yeah. Sharp's battle wasn't great. We've had 34 people watching at one point, right? I would still only got 19 likes. What's going on, people? Come on. You can do it. Sonic says, I had a Chucky laugh, perfect for Halloween. I hid in a dark alley, waited until a bunch of trick-or-treaters went to walk past, and then played it. They absolutely bricked it. True story. Very good. I used to have a thing on my phone and it just went, I see you. And my sister didn't know I had it on my phone, so one night I snuck up the stairs. I sort of lay on the top of the stair, well, lay on the top steps, and held my phone next to her bedroom door. I pressed play, and she was like, "Mikey, you there?" So I just waited a few seconds, and then played it again. And she's like, she was in tears, bless her, because I think she'd been watching Most Haunted as well.
Oh god.
I hadn't realised. If you ever watch this, Shani, I'm very sorry. Not that I think she will, because she's not interested in scale modelling.
No.
Although she did get me the Tomahawk and the Vampire for Christmas. She always gets me good presents.
You gotta admit, my favourite one this year was from Sonic. He did good.
Two seconds, just sneeze.
Yep. I've cut that too short. Oh, Steph's back.
Yep, he's back.
Julie says, episode 7 of Sharp is Sharp's Peril. Is it? Are you sure? I thought Sharp's Peril was a film. Yeah, Sharp's Peril is the film. Because the Sharp's Challenge, the Sharp's Peril is where him and Harper are in India. Episode 7 of Sharp is Sharp's Battle. It says, episode 7 was just junk. Only when I watched episode 8 I realised the humour and a good scripted gel was missing. The first 6 are bangers. Was loving it. Yeah, I love Sharp. It's great. Athol says, my ringtone was used to be wake up you lazy bugger. Gale Modelling Twin says, a splash of orange and blue on the Shannon class lifeboat make it look awesome. Stunning kit. Yeah, it is. I really like it.
Yeah, they're coming along really nicely, mate. All of
You
those.
should see how orange mine is.
Orange!
I did squid pink with Vallejo fluorescent orange over the top.
Oh, nice. I bet that looks really good.
I'll show you now.
1 sec, I have my head under my desk. I'll be with you in a mo.
You may need your sunglasses anyway, Steff.
Go on then. Orange!
It is that orange that if you don't have the right lighting, you can't see it very well on camera.
Nice. That is really well done, mate.
It's the like the orange, brand new orange hard hats and stuff. That's what it looks like in real life. That colour. Well, that was weird. Transit man's just got full throttle reverse up the road. Sonic says, the one with Liz Hurley, Julian. Speaking of bangers, yes, she does get married, that one, doesn't she? Dieter says, oh, John, did you splash the paint on it to make it a benevolent fun appearance? That would look nice, I bet. Yeah, he's lucky to splash it all over himself. That's what he usually does.
Splash it all over.
Yeah. Like a bit of Old Spice. Julie says, Tinternet says, episode 7, series 7, episode 1 is Sharp's Peril. Have they used the same name? No. There's no series 7 in Sharp. They made one series, but they made the episodes and then two-part films. Well, 2-part episodes. One Sharp's Peril and one Sharp's Challenge where they're in India. They came after the Battle of Waterloo episode. Because the storyline for them two is that after the Battle of Waterloo, Sharps lived on a farm for a few years working with Lucille in Normandy. And Harper goes missing in India on a mission for Wellington. So Wellington gets Sharp to go look for him. So then the first one is about Sharp finding him and trying to get to the point where they can go home. And then the second one is about them trying to go home and getting sidetracked. Before eventually saving the day, of course. Ian says Sharp's Battle is the one I'm referring to. Yeah. Scam on the Twin says there's no novel of Sharp's Peril either. Yeah. Quite right. Quite right. I do like the sharp books, they're good. So, how are you two getting on?
Pretty good.
Not too shabby, just about to start to do some soldering.
Ooh. Whoa. Did it me? Is anyone else working on stuff in the chat? Or working on stuff whilst they're in the chat, should I say? By sounds of it, Mr. Marley's working on his lifeboat. Ready for Friday?
Yeah. Kind of said mine's taken a hold, but
Yeah.
can't be helped.
New. I got to spray the Fokker for Thursday as well. Darren's working on his lifeboats because he's making 3 of them at the same time. He's training.
Yeah.
Scale Modelling Twins says, bucketing down here in Newcastle. Make a nice change for the last few days. Yeah. Joe says, aye, they effed up the timeline badly. Sharp was in India before Portugal. To be honest, the main flaw with Sharp is that they combined books, missed some completely, and made up an entire episode. Yeah. But it's because it's adapted for telly. It's not actually a depiction of the book. It's the adaptation. Jim says, just gave the Tiger Tracks a wash, mixture of grey, brown, and black, set aside to dry. Nice. Scale Modelling Twin says, lifeboats aside, about to panel line the 172 Velon Hamden. Yeah. Nice. Duke, I've started my second Harrier for the group build, the Airfix 172C Harrier. Cool.
I haven't even started mine yet.
I haven't. He says, I'm building the 172 Tomahawk and Spitfire Mark 1. Don't know why. I was supposed to be starting a Harrier. I finished my Tomahawk yesterday. So it's on my shelf now, out the road. Oh, what? Dude. Okay. Jim, I'll post pics in Discord when the tracks are installed. Tag tracks look 100% better with suspension tracks in place. Even the in model from the Tiger 1 is a bloody tank. Yeah, bloody big tank. There we go. Yeah. That's because it was a bloody big tank. That's the same Harry as mine, Duke. Nice. It's almost like you're doing a group build.
Oops. Didn't want to do that.
Oh, dear me. Julian, the made-up one was, I think, Sharp's company, where he and Harp were in Yorkshire. Best line in that one was Harper's reply to Sharp on being told they'd be shooting Englishmen. And he says, so not all bad then. Yeah. Duke, excellent in. I'm doing mine straight from the box. No extras. You? The only extras I'm doing on my Harrier is the control panels, because I got photo etch control panels.
Yeah, there'll be no extras on mine. It'll be built as is.
They're just the first time I bought extras for kit, so it was just because they were fairly cheap. I wouldn't have got them. Okay, 2 seconds. Right. I've just had a message off Malcolm. And he says, the money raised has appeared on our pending donations. Should be paid into our account on 20th of January. Again, thank you.
Nice.
There you go. So there it is on the bottom. It's not showing any account details there. No.
Nice.
Focus. There you go. £1,400. I do believe it's hailstoning.
Ooh.
Oops. Duke says, excellent in. I'm doing my straight to the box. No extra Duke. Ian says, yep, same Duke. Scale Modeling Twins. Last thing the better looking Marley said to me before getting on the bus to Australia's Scout Jamboree, you're not building a bloody MiG-21 next. You've got the Kinetic Harrier. Do that one. Yes.
Yeah, he's now been told.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you do the Harrier, you can join the group build.
Yeah, stop being a miserable sod. Actually join in on the Discord. Drew says, right, there are 2 listings online for Sharp episodes. Wikipedia has the TV episodes, and yeah, that one says what's been said already, Sharp's battle. Yeah. I always thought it was a shame that they only did a few episodes of Hornblower as well. It'd have been good to see him go through the ranks instead of just getting up to lieutenant.
Yeah.
Oh God, my nose is really bugged up today. Oop. Jim says, I still vote for the MiG-21 John Marley, one of the coolest Soviet military aircraft ever made. Yeah, he does a lot of shiny jets and things.
Mm.
Do something British. Well, depends. If you they are British, but if you listen to some of the American pilots, they think they're American. Because Americans think they invented everything.
No offense, Jim.
Yeah. Jim's one of the rare sensible Americans that actually knows his history. That's why. He actually takes the time to educate himself.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, unfortunately. Oh, I'm liking the look of this.
We've got 15 minutes left.
Jim says, didn't we? No, you did not.
Oh, I've got that too short again.
That's why it's called the British Aerospace Harrier. That and the English Electric Lightning were probably the last decent military aircraft that they reinvented.
Yep. Well, solely.
Yeah. Jim says, thank you, Tiff and Mikey. Much appreciated. You're welcome, buddy. Scamolder Twins spoke to a Marine who worked on Harriers. He was convinced they were McDonnell Douglas design. I could not convince him otherwise. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, fighting ability does not take into account mental abilities. Especially when you've got a corps so big that it's basically just an army on its own anyway.
Mm.
Basically glorified infantry. June says, I'd like to see Sharp remade. I know, heresy. This time, do all the books and one book per episode. That would be cool. But it'd be very expensive. And they just don't give the budgets out for doing that sort of thing anymore. That's why Hornblower only did a few episodes. Because it costs so much. And then the studio said, yeah, we're not paying for this anymore. We're not doing big budget for programs. Which is a shame. Because all the episodes of Hornblower are actually just from the first book. And there's actually about 20 odd books. Hobby Time says Hawker Siddeley Harrier. Yeah, exactly. Jim says, regarding the Harrier, the United States Marine Corps were the only branch of the military to see the potential the Harrier offered. Not sure why the Navy and Air Force didn't. Don't forget, the US Navy had flat tops that they didn't have the ski jump aircraft carriers, and they didn't want to make ski jump aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
So it was a waste of time for them. It says back in the day, each episode was over £600,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money. And Jim says, "Hey there, Hobby Time," and Hobby Time says, "Hi, Jim." There we go.
It's got so quiet.
Yep. Welcome back, Mikey.
Oh, Mikey.
What have I done now?
Just you or you're bloody cold.
Oh, yeah, no.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, I do apologise.
Oh, don't. Fine.
John says, "The world really needs another Aubrey maturing film. Tired of fake superheroes. We need classic movie lines such as, 'You have debauched my sloth.' A drunk sloth skulks away with a tot of rum." I tell you what I would love, if they made a part 2 of Master and Commander. That'd be brilliant. Unfortunately, that is a really underrated film, in my opinion.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Master and Commander?
No.
Oh, you got what? It's the most accurate depiction of naval warfare, Napoleonic naval warfare, that's been put on screen.
Fair enough.
Apparently. but it's really good. Junior says, I think the carrier curved deck was to use the Harrier stall ability, but as Jim just alluded to, it wasn't strictly necessary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because Harriers were able to take off short takeoff and landing, the British didn't need to make bigger aircraft carriers. They could carry on with the same size aircraft carriers. They just had to put the ski jump on, what's called a ski jump on it, so that they could take off. But Americans didn't need that because they had such big aircraft carriers anyway. So there was not really any point for them to have Harriers because they didn't need to be able to do short takeoff and landing. Ooh, Rich has come in. Hey, I just made it to the live stream. Hello, Rich.
Yay!
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, come on, you stupid phone. Uh, 21 likes already. Sweet.
Nice.
We've got 28 people watching.
Excellent.
Steve says they got the ski jump idea from the Thunderbirds. They did. Sonic says, take that, you bounder, Biff. Look away, Martha Scud, you scoundrel. I'll box your ears, Biff. Take that. Oh, right, okay. All right. Duke says, talk me through what you are doing, Steff.
Right, I'm trying to solder these strips together, but because they're different material, they're not going to take. So I'm going to have to put some spare etch I've got. So I've got some bits on here that I'm just going to cut out and then put across the back there just to make sure they stay together, and then I'll use those as the connectors. So yeah, it's the soldering idea, though great idea, ain't going to work.
Yeah, if it's brass, it needs to be more brazed, doesn't it?
Yeah, rather than soldered.
Yeah. Good effort, though, Steph.
But I do have a brûlée torch somewhere, a chef's torch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll have to go hunting.
Okay, well, whilst you go brûlée torch hunting, I'll go through the chat. Julie says, they made a pig's ear of hornblower, in my honest opinion. They made up entire character, sake, and a couple of central characters in the TV programs were only mentioned once in the books. Yeah, but again, it's a representation of the book. It's not the actual book, is it?
Yeah, what they tend to do is they'll amalgamate 3 or 4 characters into one.
And like I said, all those episodes of Hornblower is just the first book.
Yeah.
So those characters do get mentioned in the other books, but they only get mentioned once or twice in those particular chapters.
Yeah.
Each one of those episodes is basically one chapter. Jim says, steam catapult, ski jump, and angled flight deck, all British naval aviation creations, I believe.
Yep.
Scalmolly Twin says, classic Billy Connolly, Sonic. There we go. Sonic says, it was a Billy Connolly skit, Mikey. Very good. Crazy Loach is in. He says, quick howdy, everyone. angry emoji, laughing emoji, smiling emoji, emoji dragon. Very good.
Okay.
Hey, Loja. How you doing, buddy? Scale Modeling Twins. Mike. Yes.
No, that's Crazy Loca. It's Mike.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, there's lots of mics where we're breeding like rabbits.
Yeah.
Ian says, the jump on our carriers saved fuel and we invented the steam-powered launch system. Exactly. Save fuel, and it meant we didn't have to build as big a ship. Crazy Locha says, Scale Modeling Twins. Jim says, I might say GMT then, so he is. Jim says, hey there, Crazy Locha. How's the weather in Florida? Locha says, need to run very early. All right, buddy. Have a good day. Or night.
I think it means errands.
Ah, errands. He says, howdy, Crazy Locha. How many times says Master and Commander? Yeah, I love that film. Locha says, Jim, Claire and 33, way too chilly. Scale Modeling Twin says, Mikey came from Miami, Florida, drove his truck across the USA. Apologies to Lou Reed. And Locha says, yes, I'm also a Mikey. Darren says, hello, Locha. Jim says, Locha, 33 Fahrenheit. Wow, that is chilly down there. Jim says, hi, Crazy Locha. There we go. And we've got like 2.5 minutes left. So, modders.
Yes.
What have you achieved in today's session?
Well, I got my cushions built for the back seat.
They look nice. I need to
The
do
mod
some-
pod worked so well.
Yeah.
All I did was folded it round, glued it down. There's like a bit of foam attached to a board. Right there.
Yeah.
Just use lollipop sticks under that. And then I've just, where the folds are, you can kind of see them. I've just popped another bit of wood on just to keep it together. So I'm just painting that black now. And then the little bits would not stay in there. So unfortunately, they're just going to have to be left off. So
That's a shame.
but I know it happens.
Yeah.
But,
So, such is the life of a modeler.
yeah, if I can get this to go right, well, at least this one will sit on there like that.
Nice. Well done.
Can't really see it properly because it's green wire with, on a green board. But
where did you get that wire from? Was it B&M?
No, do you know what? I can't remember. It might have been the range.
All right.
Hang on, I'll show you which wire it is because I've got the.
Is it that flower wire?
Yeah, it's
The one I told you about, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Oasis flower wire. It's good
Yeah.
stuff, that is.
Cool. I'll have to get some of that. It looks handy.
It is.
So we have some comments. More comments. Jesus, hi, Crazy Locha. Sonic says, you gave Philip everything, didn't you, Father? Well, you pay for it now. Don't be a fool. Brilliant stuff from the beginning. Absolutely. Sonic says, oh, they're cool, Tiff. You sound surprised, Sonic. Locha says, all the best, everyone. All the best, buddy.
Take care, Mike.
Sonic says, boys, Tiff? No. It's cushions.
No, I think it was either Hobbycraft or Amazon. I can't remember.
Oh, could do the trips, Hobbycraft. I've been for ages. Right, Steph, what have you achieved today?
Well, I'll have to look at that and work on that. But I have got
Ooh,
the seats
that's cool.
are in base colour and they've been glossed.
Yeah.
Once I go over it with brown, I'll get a stiff brush, a bit of water, and then just scratch away. So it shows it's been worn.
Yeah.
I've got the wood effect on those done.
Nice.
And I've got the wood effect on that done.
No, that's nice.
That is very nice.
Thank you. And I've got the wood effect in there done. So I can start putting everything together in here. So
Yeah.
there you go. Just see. So that's the stage I'm at.
Cool. Well done.
What about you, Mikey?
Me.
Have you managed to get anything done apart from herding cats?
I've painted the propeller.
Yeah.
So I quite like that.
Nice.
So I just got to pick out more detail on it. That look really nice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does go really nice with the blue, those white tires.
And I've painted the steering wheel.
Ooh, very nice.
As well. That's me done. Jim says, Luke should be seeing you. So that's us done. That's the chat done. I think that's the show done, don't you?
I think so.
Right.
Fantastic. Well, thank you all for joining us today. It's been wonderful having you, whether you've been in the chat or on the panel. Jim says, thanks again for making a wintry Tuesday morning enjoyable. Be seeing you. Our pleasure. Sonny says, herding cats, or as they say in Wales, chasing sheep. Yeah, it's very true. Right. See you all Thursday. Be back at 11 o'clock with Gary Morris and John Marley to do the Fokker build. And then we'll be back on Friday with Gary Morris, Gary Harris, John Marley to do the lifeboat build. So we'll see you then. Thank you, Gary. Oh, you're welcome, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, the show's finishing. Oh, come on. Give me a chance. Great stream, guys. Daryl, take care. All. Great chat and stream as always. TTFN, thank you very much. Cheers. You're there, Dutch Dave. Nice one. Cool. Right, we're off now. Bye.
Take care. Stay safe. Keep modelling.